Hi, Fernando.
Sandy, hello. What brings you here?
Mark and I just got back from having lunch.
Well, I'm glad you succeeded in dragging him away from the office for once. Listen, I want to thank you again for the lovely evening we all had together.
It was our pleasure.
Sandy, can you do me a favor? Could you give me some suggestions about shopping? I'd like to buy something special for Martha.
A shopping question? That's hardly a favor, Fernando. What kind of gift do you have in mind?
I was thinking about getting her some nice jewelry, but actually, I think she'd prefer something for the restaurant.
How about a lovely piece of art?
Yes, that's it.
You should look around in the design district.
That's downtown, isn't it?
Yes, in the old part of the city, they've gentrified the area and put in a lot of art galleries and crafts shops.
This is a great idea, Sandy. I'll need something for the kids, too. CDs, maybe a CD player.
For those things, I'd try Sight and Sound over on Lee Highway. They have the best selection.
Oh yes, I know the place. I'll look at laptops there, too. I'm thinking of getting a new one.
You could also go to a discount place. There are a lot of them over at the Big Outlet Mall.
Is it far?
Not too far. The prices are worth it.
I do like the idea of saving some money.
Or you could just forget about driving altogether and do some catalog shopping or even internet shopping from home.
You've offered me a lot of choices. As usual, you've been most helpful, Sandy. I look forward to repaying your kindness when you and Mark come down to visit us one day.
And we look forward to taking you up on that.
How can I help you today?
I'm thinking of buying a laptop, and I have a few questions.
What would you like to know?
A friend of mine recommended buying LapPal 2000. I'm wondering about power compatibility. I'll be taking this computer back to Argentina with me.
That's not a problem. This laptop has a universal power adapter. You won't need to buy anything extra.
Okay. Does the package include a modem and DVD?
Yes, it does.
That's good. Is this all the software that's included?
I think you'll find that the software package is very versatile, but if you anticipate needing something specific, I'm sure we can help you out.
I'll need something with more robust capabilities for spreadsheets and databases.
Then I'd suggest moving up to the Versa 2 package. It's a little more sophisticated, and it has enhanced printing and expanded memory.
How much is this package?
Right now, we're running a promotion. You can get the Versa 2 software option for $79 over the base price.
I see. Would you suggest purchasing an extended warranty?
Oh, yes. The package comes with a standard 1-year warranty on parts and labor, but I'd recommend getting that extended option. It's only an additional $259, and you can avoid paying for repairs during the first 3 years.
Would you consider throwing in the extended warranty?
Well, at these low prices, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay. I'll take it anyway, with the standard warranty.
So, you're winding up your studies in the management program?
Yes, I'm graduating in May. I have one more paper to write.
The way you work, Dave, I'm sure it'll be done on time.
Thanks. I'm not too worried about finishing it.
Good. As you know, a position in marketing has opened up. Before it's advertised, internal candidates are given a chance to apply.
I appreciate that. My application and resume were passed on to you, I hope?
Yes, they were, and they'll be reviewed by several others. Right now, I'd like to hear more about your work experience.
Should I start with my most recent job?
I would. Tell me about your responsibilities at the Trent Corporation.
Well, at Trent, I was first hired as a summer intern to design a consumer needs survey. I was pretty much given free rein of the project by my supervisor. It was very challenging, which I liked.
Well, they certainly wrote a glowing recommendation. I see you were employed before you decided to get your MBA.
Yes, I was hired on a contract basis by a local retailing firm to develop and manage their advertising campaign. Unfortunately, the company was bought out a year after I'd been promoted to advertising manager.
So operations were streamlined, I bet.
Exactly, and my job was eliminated. I was laid off. That was when I decided to go back to school.
A wise move.
It's been a great experience for me here. I feel I've contributed to a strong team, and I'm satisfied with the results that we've achieved.
Well, I've heard through the grapevine that your boss is pleased, too. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. When will the hiring decision be made?
We have a few more internal candidates to interview, so I'd say by the end of the month.
I see. Well, I hope I'm giving serious consideration. I really want to continue working here, and I know I can make a contribution.
Right now, I'd say you're our top contender.
Hi. Okay if I join you?
Sure, pull up a seat. I'm Steve Smith.
How are you doing, Steve? I'm Dave Kraft.
Are you new here?
Not really. I've been working as intern for the past couple of months.
What do they have you working on?
Well, I've been assigned to a market research team.
Have you dealt with household products before?
Yeah, and I'm familiar with the product line. What department are you in?
I was originally sent to the Tokyo office to set up an MIS department. 6 months ago, I was brought here to brainstorm new networking ideas.
Are you a systems analyst?
Close. Right now, I'm overseeing the design of an advanced system.
You said you worked in Japan. How long were you there?
About 3 years. My wife and I and the kids will go back at the end of the year.
I take it you like living there.
Well, it took a while to get used to the way of life, but we adjusted pretty fast. And now we're almost homesick for Japan.
Really? What do you miss the most?
Oh, a lot of things. The cultural attractions, for starters. Things happen there all the time. We were really impressed by all the concerts, exhibitions, and festivals that are put on.
Sounds great. I was tempted to go abroad after I finished college, but I was tied down by too many financial obligations.
I'm sure you'll get your chance to travel. Don't forget, the company has offices in 25 countries.
If I'm asked to travel by the company, I'll go in a minute.
Man, this chili's hot.
Yeah, isn't it great?
I like eating hot stuff, but this one's got quite a kick.
You think so? This particular chili's made just for wimps like you.
Ooh. So it sounds like your family's been doing just fine. Tell me about this new job of yours.
It's not bad. Working at a nonprofit organization is a real change of pace.
The tax implications are completely different, aren't they?
I've been studying up on just what that means in this new position.
So what exactly do you do? Are you still a finance director?
No. Now my title is Planned Giving Director. We're supported by large annual donations, and I coordinate that funding.
Sounds like you have a lot going on.
Yeah, especially now. Our fiscal year coincides with the calendar year, so there are a lot of loose ends to tie up. But I am going to sneak away to spend a couple of days with my folks for the holiday.
Is this job as challenging as your old one? Or should we be trying to get you back?
I do miss you guys, but I really like where I am now. So what's happening over there now?
There's some restructuring going on now that the new wing has been completed.
I had heard about those plans before I left. You're going to be busy.
We'll all be pretty busy for the next year. Fortunately, they brought Steve Smith back from Tokyo. We'll be relying heavily on his expertise for a while. They've also brought a consultant up from Buenos Aires. They say he's quite talented.
So the company is actually managing to survive without me?
Well, you know, Sam, it's been hard, but somehow we're coping.
Better than you're coping with that chili, I hope.
Definitely. Now, where's that waiter? I have to get some more soda. This chili is killing me.
And I was just thinking how good it tastes. I could go for another bowl of this stuff.
I'll get it. Hey, Sam, come on in. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
I was checking out that apartment complex you told me about, and I stopped by to ask a favor.
So what can I do for you?
Remember the subject that we were talking about the other day?
At that restaurant where you almost killed me with the hot stuff?
Yeah, I mean the trip we're taking to see my folks. We're going to need someone to look after the dog while we're gone. Would you mind?
No problem. When are you leaving?
Thursday night. We're hoping to beat the holiday traffic.
And when will you be back?
Sometime late on Tuesday. Here's my key. You remember where the dog food is, right?
I'll find it. Where's the dish I should put the food in?
Still in front of the sink.
Okay. Anything else you want me to take care of?
Could you bring in the mail?
Sure, I've got it all under control, Sam. Just one more thing. Is that new big screen TV you were bragging about set up yet?
Sure, Mark. I knew all along that it was the big screen TV you were going for. Just don't forget the dog.
Sandy, how do you do it? I mean, here you are holding down a very important job and you still find time to cook a delicious dinner.
Believe me, I've learned a few tricks. I prepare things in advance and then freeze them.
I wish I were as organized as you are, Sandy.
Oh, anyone can put food in a bunch of freezer containers.
I'm the proof of that. Even I've learned how to cook for an army, even though there are just the two of us.
What kind of things do you cook, Mark?
I've become a specialist in lasagna. I know how to make 5 or 6 different kinds, and when I make a big batch of, say, vegetable lasagna, I stuff the freezer with about a dozen containers.
You can make more than lasagna. What about your fabulous stuffed mushrooms? And your killer chocolate mousse?
Well, I do have a few specialties, but I can't keep up with you.
I wish I could cook like you guys.
For a lot of people these days, it's so easy not to cook. Anyone can get takeout, and good takeout.
Right. All kinds of food. Chinese, Thai, pizza, Cuban food, deli.
True, but I wish I had more time to spend whipping up marvelous meals.
Does Phil help out at all?
Help out? He's the one who does all the cooking.
I hope he lets you in the kitchen once in a while.
Yes, but only if I agree to do the dishes.
That seems fair.
These cheese sticks are sensational.
I'm glad you like them. They're my specialty.
You mean you made them from scratch? They're incredible.
Thanks. I'll give you some to take back to the hotel.
You're spoiling me. I hope they're not loaded with calories.
Only 300 per stick.
Everything good is so fattening. I wish these cheese sticks were non-fat.
Don't listen to Mark. They are non-fat. Or at least I pretend that they are.
Now, which one of you is pulling my leg? I hope it's Sandy who's telling the truth. Thanks for helping me get acquainted with the new distribution center.
The pleasure's all mine. I'd like to show you the architect's drawings.
Wow, this is impressive. How long did the construction phase last?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe it.
Tell me.
2 weeks.
You're kidding. How did you get them to work so quickly?
Fear of penalties. We told them that if we had to make do with our old facility for much longer, we would lose money.
So what's the increase in square footage over the old facility?
Approximately 5,000 square feet. You can see how many more loading bays we now have.
Yes. This is really going to enhance our shipping capabilities.
Here's the packing area with its state-of-the-art equipment.
Very nice. What's this area here with the windows?
That's the employee lounge, complete with exercise equipment and VCRs.
I think I'm in the wrong occupation.
Well, if you knew how hard those guys worked, you'd do anything to keep them happy.
It makes sense to me. In the long run, it always pays to treat them well.
If you had more time, I could show you around the building.
How long would it take? My flight leaves at 5:30.
If we took the car, we'd zip through the whole plant in 15 minutes. It would be the abbreviated tour, though, no close inspections.
Fine with me. Let's go.
This is a great club. Thanks for getting me in.
Don't mention it. They usually charge for the guest passes, but Julie just waved us through today.
You know, I used to work out a little in college, but this club has a lot more equipment.
I wish I had thought to invite you sooner. I could have taken you to a spinning class.
Spinning? You mean like a spinning wheel?
Well, you do spin a wheel, but the wheel of a bicycle. You know, it's that group activity on stationary bikes. A real power workout.
You know a lot about all this stuff. You've had a membership here for a long time, haven't you?
Only for the past year. I wish I'd started working out more seriously when I was your age. I'd be in top form by now.
So what do you prescribe for a guy my age?
Well, what do you want to work on? Abs, pecs, cardiovascular?
All of it.
Then you need a good cross-training circuit. Treadmill, weight machines, and maybe a good racquetball game on the weekend.
Do you do all that?
Well, I have at one time or another.
I would like to work on my muscles. I play a lot of soccer, but that doesn't do much for the upper body.
Maybe you should concentrate on weights then.
I don't know. I had a friend who hurt his back lifting weights. Now he wishes he'd never gone near the things.
Get one of the guys around here to show you how to use them. Or better yet, get a personal trainer.
Can't afford that.
Oh, you'll be able to afford a lot in the near future. You'll be getting some awesome job offers now that you're ready to go out into the real world.
Well, Miss Bailey, you've done quite a job on yourself. There's a lot of swelling in that ankle. Did you put ice on it right away?
If the ice maker had been working, I would have. Instead, I put a package of frozen peas on it for about 20 minutes.
Very resourceful. If you hadn't applied a cold pack immediately, the swelling would have been much more severe.
So, what did the x-ray show?
I have good news and bad news. The good news is that there's no evidence of a fracture.
Good. I sure don't need a broken bone. And the bad news?
You have a rather serious sprain.
Well, I guess that's no surprise. The question is, what do I do about it? It's really painful.
Let me see. Tell me if this hurts.
Ouch!
Okay, one more time.
Ouch! That sends a shooting pain straight up my leg.
Okay. That ankle will be quite sore for a couple of days. Is it aching now?
It's throbbing.
Okay. I'll get the nurse to wrap it up for you and get you some crutches.
Crutches? That would be good, if I knew how to use them.
The nurse will show you how. Go home and elevate that foot.
Is there anything I can take for the pain?
Sure. This anti-inflammatory should help. Take 2 tablets every 4 hours. Do you have any questions?
Well, just one. What should I put on my ankle now? Ice for the swelling or heat to make it feel good?
Until the swelling goes down, use something cold. Frozen peas would be excellent.
Ms. Campbell.
Hello, Dave. Please, come in. Have a seat, won't you?
Thank you.
How's everything going?
It couldn't be better. The product sampling campaign has just ended, and now we're in the middle of a new market research project.
At least you don't have exams and papers to contend with anymore.
Yes, I'm sure glad that's over. I've even managed to get out to a movie.
Having time to relax is important. Well, Dave, I wanted to get back to you in that position you applied for.
Oh, good. Actually, I wasn't expecting to hear from you until the end of the week.
Well, when you found the ideal candidate, why keep him waiting? We're pleased to offer you the job.
That's great news. Great news. And I appreciate having the offer. If you don't mind, though, I'd like a few days to think it over.
Of course. But we must know by Friday, so if necessary, the other applicants can be contacted.
I understand. I just need to weigh a few things.
If you have any questions about the company benefits, I'll be happy to answer them.
No, I believe I have all the information I need.
Are you considering taking another job?
As a matter of fact, I am. Just last week, I received an attractive offer from a large advertising firm in Chicago.
That's a nice position to be in. I mean, the fact that you have 2 offers.
Yes, it is. To be honest, I'd like to revisit the salary issue if possible.
Absolutely. We had discussed starting at $35K, but I can tell you that there is room for negotiation.
Oh, well, I'm definitely interested in hearing what you've got to say.
Dave, congratulations and welcome aboard. I just heard the good news about you.
Thanks. I'm happy about working in a real job, finally.
I hear you. I know all about being a grad student and working part-time.
I can't complain about it, though. If I hadn't had the internship, I might not have gotten the position.
Mark mentioned that you had been offered a job in Chicago.
Yes, I was hoping for the one here, but I had to be prepared for not getting it.
The old plan B. Good thinking.
You got it. Having that other offer helped me arrive at a better salary.
Sweet deal.
I feel pretty good about it. If there's one thing I've learned, it's never to accept an offer right off the bat. Negotiation is key.
Good for you. What are you planning on doing with the increase?
I've been looking around for a new set of wheels. I was going to wait for a raise to buy one, though.
Well, you may be in luck. We're going back to Japan next month, so we'll have to get rid of our cars.
Really? What are you driving? A minivan?
My wife drives the minivan. I drive a really cool car.
So what are we talking about here?
A convertible 2-seater with less than 40,000 miles on it. It's in excellent condition.
Sounds like what I've been looking for.
This car's been my pride and joy, but it just doesn't make sense to take it overseas.
Huh. So how much are you asking for it?
I'm not sure yet, but I'm open to offers.
How about 10,000?
Now, Dave,
If there's one thing I've learned, it's never to accept an offer right off the bat. I insist on negotiating. Remember, negotiation is key.
Let's hear it for Dave, the great new addition to our team.